it goes over here, and then that's like a structure.
Yeah, and then we put like something like that over it.
Let's just bring one.
Okay, so first take the duct tape.
Yeah, but we could use the metal. No. So this can be like a structure that, yeah, I'll get it. And then we just have something that needs to go over this.
Does it need to go like?
Wait, does it have to go over?
Or does it just have to be taller?
We can review the rules again. So using these materials, you are to build a structure within the taped area that extends over the obstacles and is as high above the
Does it have
obstacles
to
as
touch
possible.
the table
It
over?
can't touch anything.
No, like what do we mean? Of like, does it have to like start on
It
this
has
side and go up?
to be built in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just mean like
So does it have to go like that?
No,
Does
it has to
as
extend.
high as you
just as high as
extend.
possible.
Yep.
Yes.
The only,
Oh,
the only
okay.
part of the table it can touch is in
Is
this
this-
square.
And you don't want it to touch the obstacles.
So here's the,
Yeah, remember you can look at your
you can go back
sheet.
and look at the sheet.
Oh yeah, these things should be like, this would be good for. No, we already got mailing labels.
Yeah, the middle could hold these down. Yeah, we
We
can.
can stick.
And then,
Piece of paper.
yeah. Actually, yeah, that's good.
Okay, so what you can do. Guess what? I think blue doesn't need to hold it.
Yeah, a pencil would be better
We could do a
because
tripod.
it's stronger and this is just.
We could do a tripod. Yeah.
How much time do we have?
4 minutes and 5 seconds.
Okay, no. Just make sure it's not touching the ground.
Use the other one to reinforce that one.
So if anything falls off, we won't be able to get it back. What happens if we use the tape? Put it over. We need to be higher. We have this one. What happens if we take the straws?
No. We want it to go over this.
Yeah.
So what if
It
we
needs to be higher.
went like this?
But it needs to be higher.
Guys, can't we stick these in here?
Yeah, but don't totally
Look. This.
Actually,
This,
something. What if we put
this.
this? Like, what happens if we put a marshmallow right here and we stuff the spaghetti out?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Only one marshmallow. One marshmallow. And then use a piece of the marshmallow. We chose the wrong thing. No, guys, we could just use. Look how many mailing labels we have. We can use one mailing label. Where's another marshmallow?
Oh, how about we put a spaghetti noodle right there and attach another?
No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Really? Yeah, because we're just going to make it. Okay. Good job punching in the hole. Okay, we need a mailing label.
Yeah.
Like a half of one. Not even.
So we can keep on going.
It's
No,
not
we
gonna
can just
hold.
put a paper clip on it.
It's not gonna hold.
It will. No. Parsa.
Guys, it's not gonna hold.
Okay, let go.
Guys, let go. Pressure, let go.
Wait, they never said we could. How about we let's put it like that
Speak
so
up.
we can hold it up.
If a piece of the structure falls off, the piece will not be considered part of the structure, and
What
the piece
if
may not be
we
retrieved again.
had this? It's supporting this. We connect these, right? And then it's supporting.
1 minute and 24
all of it.
seconds.
They're all supporting.
Guys, I think we should. off a pencil and then maybe like attach them. It's unnecessary. But we can use these pencils for other things. Yeah. True.
We should support these.
Can we go like this? No, we'll go like attach something else to here so if it falls off, we'll still have this. But
It's moving. That's your time, friends. Okay, very good. We're gonna share with you some feedback on how, give you some feedback on how
Let's
you
come
did.
sit on the rug.
And,
then
here's
Mr. Ted can measure.
what we're gonna do, for you is that appraisers have you marked up sticky notes
Okay,
and have, we'll put them on the, challenge for you,
okay,
okay?
great.
Okay, so would you like to start?
Sure. First of all, I want you guys to know that I think this is one of the hardest challenges that we have today.
Yes,
We've
I
had
would tell you
adults
that.
come in here and they're like, ooh, you got a hard one. Oh, boy, you guys got a hard one. So it's very difficult to start off the day with the hardest one. But for starting off the day with the hardest one, I thought you guys did a really good job. You should be really proud. I know it's disappointing when you're like trying to get a structure all the way over that blue guy, but look at how you started. You started with a strong base and you kept it inside the taped circle, and you can tell there's some things there that are about to start moving over your structures, huh? Anybody else want to give some feedback?
Yeah, first of all, when you guys started, it was clear that there was somebody, 1% of the team who was really reviewing the sheet and the procedures. That would be great if you remembered to do that through the building part, so that you have one person kind of making sure that you're finding the best way to get the highest score and that you're following the procedures. Because when you go to tournament, I don't think they can reiterate, but I think they can't even communicate as much. So that would be great to keep that going. And you guys did a great job asking for time. You had a time person. You were asking questions like, what happens if we use this? That's a great idea. How about so your communication with each other is great. The marshmallows, that was a really good idea with the marshmallows, to use that as a support to get across. And you really did a great job of listening to each other. So it was a hard challenge, but how you worked together was amazing. You can tell you guys are really working on how to communicate with each other and be kind and listen to each other. That was really amazing. Do you have
One thing I might suggest, and this is not so much, I mean, I love what you guys did, but you took all your stuff and you put it all right here, right away.
That was smart.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Maybe it was too
I think it was
overwhelming.
too much. I think it was too confusing. You had all this stuff. These are covering each other. You didn't even see all your paper clips and so forth. So what I might suggest next time is you got this whole table, spread it out here, and then look at this part and say, what's my goal? My goal is to get something here. So start looking at all those pieces and say, someone said we need a base, right? I think it was you. Perfect idea. So you got a base, now you have to decide how to get from there to there using these things. So stop before you start trying to put everything together and decide, you know, a couple of ways to put them together before you start putting them together. Just to kind of put it in a stepwise. And I think you guys were very good in working with what you had, but I think you kind of pushed everything together here, got preoccupied with the parts as opposed to the idea. Does that make sense?
Because you guys were on the right track, needing a support to extend something over that far. You're gonna have to counterbalance it on the other side, or it's gonna droop, right?
Yeah.
So, good job.
You guys ever see a crane? The big cranes? What's at the back of the crane? Those big cranes with arms that go out like hundreds of feet. What's at the back side of the crane?
A little more support of
yeah, like another piece of.
Yeah, big hunk of concrete, right? So a huge, massive piece of concrete is kind of like this thing. And then that long crane is, well, all these other things.
Keep this for them.
Sure,
This has just our comments and then the
Perfect.
challenge they did.
thank you.
we couldn't damage the duct tape wrapping. We couldn't poke.
You can poke through it. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but we can
Open it.
damage the duct tape.
Right, but, and that's okay, but I mean, you can find, so that means you know you want to use the duct tape, so now you have to decide, how do I attach my long arm to the duct tape without? What could you use to do that out of what you had?
What we use
The labels, yeah. And you did a good job. I think you took one of the mailing labels and you ripped them into little pieces. And remember, you can do the same thing with the paper. You can take this paper and cut it into strips to use it in a different way. Or take these paper clips and fold them and use them in a different way. So you guys had a very good idea.
Yeah.
Just keep looking at all your pieces and see what you can make them.
And
You know,
we-
think of the idea first and then decide what can I use to solve my idea or improve my idea. Good work.
And did you mention, I didn't hear you, about rolling the paper?
I didn't.
So that's another possibility, to create strength with using the paper, not just as a flat.
So, because if I hold this out straight, right, just what you're saying, if it's a tube, it's gonna be real strong, so you roll up the paper. And now you've got a long, super long tube that actually has some rigidity.
Do you guys have any other questions for her?
This is a good one to practice. Yeah. The materials and
Yeah, do this
how
one
to do
again.
that. This
This
is
would
a
be a
tough
good one
one.
to practice.
Like she said, this is the hardest one. I think you guys will see